Tracker Center for more on what we can expect out there today.
Yeah, good morning, Julia. And what we have in store for today, the red flag warning continues across our region. That's set to expire at 7 p.m. tonight. And it does look like we're going to see some improvements in the conditions as we head into the next couple of days. Today, though, still very hot, still very dry, still very windy across our region. So breaking down what's really prompting the red flag warning to continue. Winds sustained up to 25 miles an hour out of the north as we head into your afternoon. We'll see gusts up to 30 to 40 miles an hour out of the north today. Humidity down into that low range. It looks like we're going to be bottoming out in the 10 to 25% range. And this morning, we're also seeing gusty winds in the portions of the Sierra and foothills around the Feather River Canyon. Gusts up to 50 miles an hour this morning. This is very problematic for us. Those are very similar conditions to what we saw for the start of the Camp Fire. The one big difference this year is we have had some recent rain. That's decent news for us. Along I-5, we're still in the 80s this morning. We're seeing 60s to 70s in Butte County, low to mid 70s in the foothills today, and we're seeing 50s in most mountain areas early on this morning. Winds picking up a little bit already. 15 miles an hour out of the northeast in Red Bluff, 12 miles an hour out of the northeast in Paradise, and winds are expected to become stronger as we head into your afternoon. Humidity, meanwhile, not recovering well overnight. This is something we were concerned about over the last several days. It's something we're dealing with this morning. Below 40% in areas of Redding and Red Bluff this morning, falling to close to 10% this afternoon. So it's going to be very dry outside today. Satellite and radar showing clear skies overhead right now. As you take a look off the coast in the Pacific, you can see the arc in the clouds. That's showing you that ridge of high pressure off the coast. But the good news is that high is going to retrograde back off to the west. We're going to see a low pressure area dropping down from the Pacific Northwest towards the end of this week. That's going to result in a cooling trend on the way. It's also going to result in a chance for showers moving back into mainly mountain areas. So Friday, a pretty decent drop in temperatures pushing us back down into the 80s. By Saturday, we're seeing 70s with mountain showers on the way, staying in the 70s Sunday and in through the start of next week in the valley. So a very welcome change of pace is ahead in your forecast. Temperatures today, high 90s for the valley this afternoon. It would not be surprising at all to see triple-digit heat returning to the north end of the valley. High 80s to low 90s in the foothills, low 80s to low 90s in the mountains for your Wednesday afternoon. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, where your weekend's always in view. 98 degrees for today in Chico, 93 degrees on Thursday, 83 degrees Friday, and then mid-70s ahead for your weekend with mostly sunny skies. Low to mid-70s early next week. So the end of September and start of October looking much better than what we're seeing for today and tomorrow. Redding, high 90s for today, mid 90s on Thursday, mid to high 80s Friday with mid 70s this weekend. A very slight chance for maybe some sprinkles in the Redding area, but most showers are likely to stay in the mountains. Back down to the low 70s for the start of next week's forecast.